Hello and welcome to the Big G Video Podcast. I've just got back from doing a bit of travelling, going on holiday, and I took all these cameras here with me. And one I used and one I did not use at all. Had an iPhone, an Insta360 Go 3S, an Insta360 X3, an Insta360 Ace Pro, and a TG6 by Olympus. Now you might think I like my Insta360 cameras, and I do. I do think they are good at what they do, and I took all this, but I didn't take everything out with me all at once. Now, one of these cameras I used all the time, and one of these cameras I didn't use at all. And hopefully by the end of the video, I'm going to explain what I did use all the time, what I used a little, what I just didn't use at all. So first of all, why did I take these? Well, I wanted a proper camera that if I dropped it or dropped it down a pond or something, it wouldn't get damaged. So this is the camera for that. I want a 360 camera to quickly take some footage because I normally make travel videos and I don't actually put those on the internet, but I always make a travel video when I go somewhere. Took the Ace Pro because I just love the Ace Pro. Took an iPhone and took the Go 3S. Now the iPhone, I don't really like using an iPhone, especially when traveling, because all my travel documents are stored electronically and this is how I access them. And you know, all my cards are in Apple Wallet. So if I lose this or drop this or this gets taken or disappears or damaged, I'm going to struggle. I did take some photos on this and a little bit of video, but I used this quite sparingly because I just didn't want to get it out and I just didn't want to risk damaging it or having a problem with it. So this didn't get used very much at all. This got used probably a little bit less than the iPhone. I did quite a bit of macro work with this, and this is great for macro. This has good 4K recording as well, and I use this occasionally for some telephoto, but I actually use my iPhone more for telephoto stuff than this. So yeah, I did take some stuff with this. If you're wondering what this is just a sort of add-in shutter just to protect the glass here, because while it's tough, if I get a scratch on that glass, it's going to ruin the camera. So this would slip into my pocket and it was fine, but I didn't use it as much as I thought I would. So the X3, I forced myself to use this really because I want to try out the new cloud service from Insta360. But what I like about the X3 is you can just hold it and then you can edit stuff later. You don't need to give up the moment for filming. So that's quite good. So I did use this a fair bit, put it on a selfie stick, or I just held it like this where a selfie stick wasn't appropriate. So I did use it in a museum just to hold it up. I think I held it up like this for 10 seconds in certain rooms, and then in editing I could sort of pan round, which was quite good. But again, I didn't use this as my main camera, but I did use it to get some sort of B-roll. So it really came down to these two. Now, these two are very, very similar, but in terms of use, it was chalk and cheese, really. This films at 4K, and this films at 4K because this is the Go 3S. Both have very good stabilization. Both are small and unintrusive, and both of them have flip screens. So they're very similar, and one I used and one I did not use at all. Now bear in mind, this can be used with all manner of mounts. You can stick it on your chest, you can stick it in your hat, you can just hold it. And I didn't use it at all. I didn't use it once. I did not use this once. And the reason was I used this virtually all of the time because I had quite an early start when I set off. So I was leaving the house when it was dark. And even when I was leaving, I was filming little bits for sort of my travel vlog. And this is really good in low light. Of all the cameras I've shown you, I think this is one of the better ones in low light. Possibly the TG6 might be on par, but with this, I know I'm going to get good low light footage. I've not used the TG6 in low light, but I know I'll get usable low light footage in this. So being out very early, I think maybe before 6 o'clock, this is the one I wanted to use. And also, when I was going around my location, I could do some zoom ins with this. So you've got the ability to, if you film in 4K, zoom in. You don't get much of a zoom, but you do get a zoom compared to this. So this is not very good in low light whatsoever, whereas this is. So it meant I started using this, and to be honest, I just didn't put it down. I set it in quick capture, and then what that meant was all I had to do was press this button, film, press the button to stop, and the camera would turn itself off. This is set to dewarp, and it meant that I can sort of get a non-fisheye look, and then I can tap the zoom button at the back and it will zoom into things and I won't lose any quality. So this was really good. It's quite rugged and it has very good battery life. And despite me really liking the Go series of cameras, I find unless I want something that is really unintrusive and stealthy, because I will magnetically mount this to sort of black jumpers and black clothing, or unless I'm sort of on my bike or something, I invariably use this. And I put it in pure video mode, and I don't really take it out of pure video mode. And what I also did was I brought this along. I brought this along because I intended to use it with the Go 3S. But I would take my memory stick out at the end of the day, and I'd put my memory stick in here, and then I would plug this into my iPhone, and I would use the app to make a short sort of video. And if I wasn't using pure video, I would put this in normal video mode, and then on the back of the camera, you've got your zoom button here, and you've got a button here for marking. I would mark things for editing later, and all I would do is I would load up one of the templates in the Insta360 app, because if you use the Quick Reader, you're still connected to the internet, so you can use the templates quite nicely. And what I would do is I would just do an auto edit as a way of getting started, and then I'd polish it up myself and then export it. So start to finish I was using this, and yes, I could have done exactly the same with this, but it would have done exactly the same with the auto editing stuff, but I just have more confidence in this. This goes in my pocket, it comes out, boop, boop, done, easy. This I left out because this is one of the accessories I used with the TG6 when I was doing macro photography. All you do is you sort of take this off, put this on, and then you've got an LED here, and then this LED just works, it just gets reflected through here, and this becomes a sort of ring light, and it's really good for macro photography. And if you want to see the video about this, you can see it here. Thank you. Goodbye.